Welcome back, guys. We are here for another episode. This is still Saturday for us. We just made the guacamole. It's behind the camera. Anyway, what we're going to be making today, I'm going to show you guys my favorite way to prepare chicken, right? Getting some protein going on in here. Quick nutrition talk. What is protein good for? That helps us rebuild those muscles that we break down when we work out, right? That's its main function. Protein. We're just focusing on chicken today, so that's pretty much all I'm going to give you. I'm not talking about like other macronutrients. You have your three main macronutrients. You have fat, you have carbs, and then protein. There are 4 calories for every gram of protein that you get, right? Chicken is what we're going to be focusing on today. One of my favorite ways to cook chicken. You have several other sources of protein as well. You got beef, you've got different types of fish, salmon, tilapia, whatever. You could do chicken. I'm going to be doing a chicken breast. You could do chicken thighs. You could take a whole rotisserie chicken. Obviously, then it's already cooked, but this is my favorite way to prepare it. I've got my spices lined up right here in case you guys want to make it the same way I'm making it, or you can just do salt and pepper and then do something else with it later. I'm going to be preparing this for tacos later, so I've got my spices right here. Obviously, salt and pepper. We have got garlic. We have got cumin, onion powder, paprika, and a 6 chili powder. You could use chipotle chili, you could use any type of chili powder you got, but those are what I'm going to be kind of sprinkling on top as we go, okay? Let's get to it. All right, guys, so step number 1, the thing about chicken, most breast, especially when you're working with breast, you have, it's already a bag, it's kind of hard to see, sorry. You have a very thin end down here, you have a thicker end. So what that does when you're cooking it, when I'm going to be cooking it on a skillet, if you're cooking on a grill, doesn't really matter, is you're like, in order to get the thinner part perfectly cooked, the thicker part's then underdone. If you get the thicker part perfectly cooked, then the thin part's underdone. It's a little bougie, but it's going to upgrade your chicken, and it's going to make it amazing. So what we're going to do, put your chicken breast in a bag, okay, so you're not like throwing juice everywhere. Okay, you're going to get it on some sort of hard surface. Right, and you're going to take something large. I'm going to use a little miniature cast iron skillet. You could use anything hard with like a flat surface. And you're just going to kind of go to town on it, okay? So try not to break anything. Don't use glass. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? Don't use glass because then it breaks. It's not good. I have not done that, but I've heard somebody else do. So, here we go. Are you good?
Oh yeah, we're good.
I'm just standing here like a fool. Okay, so now that you've got your meat prepared, okay, we're just gonna put it on like a flat surface. I put it in a pan so we don't get everything everywhere. Put a little bit of oil on it, okay, so it kind of grabs onto the spices. If you're not doing spices, you just put oil in the pan, whatever. I'm using olive oil, right? So we're getting a little bit of fat here. I know this video is mostly about protein, but we're getting some fat from the olive oil. Remember, for those of us that had this conversation, olive oil on that spectrum of anti-inflammatory, inflammatory, right? Some fats will give you an inflammatory response, meaning that they will make you more inflamed, which is bad. It's not good for recovery. It's not good for performance. Olive oil is one of those fats, along with like coconut oil, avocado oil, that will decrease inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory. So, good oil to use. I'm using this guy just to kind of spread the oil around. I'm going to put him over here. Thin up right here. And then I'm just going to go to town with the spices. I'm just going to go like a light coat all the way across. I don't like to get super crazy and technical with the measuring. And while I'm doing this, what you guys can do as well is have the pan's heating up, right, with a little bit of olive oil, coconut oil, whatever you're using, with just a little bit of oil in there to get the pan ready. And I'm going to keep doing this. And we're ready. All right, so we got our chicken prepared. We're ready to go. You want to heat up the skillets before you put the chicken on, right? So it kind of gets that good sear action to it, so it's like a little crispy. So you go ahead and put that on, and then we'll add the rest of the spices. after that. Get one in each. Get maximum chicken cookage. You guys, I mean, you don't have to do this in a pan like I'm doing. You could do it on a grill. Grill would be really good. You could do it in the oven. It doesn't really matter. However you want to cook it. Okay. Go ahead and dive on in. Get closer. Get a little ASMR action. Hear that sizzle? That sizzle noise. That's what you want to hear. Action. All right, guys. So checking back in on the chicken. We got some solid color. The spices kind of make it hard to see the rest of the color on the middle. We got some solid white on the outside, so we're gonna go ahead and flip. It's looking pretty good. Get a little ASMR. I'm a thick boy. We go ahead and flip the other one. Ooh, too high? Nope. Oh, too high. Steaming stuff. Just a little pop holder. Yeah. Flippity flip. Never felt like thumb sauce. Boom! And we'll check back in when it's done. Okay. Okay, so with the last few minutes on the chicken, go ahead and take the lids off. Let them get that nice little sear on the outside, get them a little bit crispier. Okay, so I think these guys are done. So what I'm gonna do, what I like to do with my chicken is take it out and put it on a cutting board. Let you guys check that one out. All right, we got both of them going here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one cut. I'm gonna make one cut into the chicken to make sure it's done. I don't really use a thermometer. Some of you are losing your minds right now. That's okay. It's just my preferred method. And if you can see, let me go ahead and get one big cross section. That's done. That's beautiful. All right. So I'm gonna let the chicken rest for about 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna slice it up for some tacos. You can see I've already got my tortillas laid out. That's why I got that extra pan. Get the tortillas going. And we're done.